Now, Lucy, I'm doing this the wrong way around because I can't actually see the screen because the screen is round there, the lens is there, and the things I'm going to use are behind me. I'm going to make, let me do it like this, maybe that's better. I'm going to make Daddy's second, maybe third favourite smoothie. You've seen my first favourite smoothie, which was the bananas and Weetabix, okay? So, Lucy Lou. So, first of all, I have a banana. It's kind of pre-done, okay? Because I'm going to try and do this with one hand, okay? So, you take one blendy cup. You take one banana. There it is. You kind of turn it in two and you plop it in there. And then you plop it in there so that you have a what's it full of banana. Well, it's not full of banana, but a good chunky banana. Now, the next one is I have got some frozen blueberries, Lucy. Okay? And again, I'm doing this with one hand. So, you pop the frozen blueberries in here. Now, the reason that you pop the bananas in, the reason that you pop the bananas in first is because the blade is going to be there. So you need it kind of, let me get that. The blade is going to be sort of here, okay? Like that. It's going to go in there and it's going to blend. So you want the frozen bits at the top, okay? Now, I've sort of done this a little bit wrong, okay? Because I'm now going to, there's my blender. I'm going to fill it up with water. I'm going to do this quite quickly because filling it up with water, Lucy, is not the most exciting bit, and I should have really got a bowl. But there you go. So now it's full of water. Leave a little bit of room at the top. So what you've got now is a little bit of blue water at the bottom. That's from the blueberries. One whole banana. Do you know what? If you had some green ones, that would work okay as well. Because you're going to mush them, so it doesn't really matter whether they're green or brown. I actually quite like a brown banana, Lucy. A very yellow-brown banana. I don't really like green ones. Then the blueberries, and then I've just filled it up with the water. Okay? And then you pop the lid on, and you turn it, like the... Now, I'm going to have to just put the mobile on a stand here, and I'm going to... You see, I need to turn it here. And I wonder if I do this, if I... maybe that works there, Lou. Maybe that works. Just move it back a little, and you can see then I have to turn it, and it's turned. And that's on there, nice and firm. So I'm now going to... There is my blender, which I think you've seen before. I take my jar of bananas and frozen blueberries, and I put it on and I give it a turn. And now I haven't actually turned the plug on yet. Now I've turned the plug on, and let's see what happens when we blend. Just give it a moment or so. You can, whoops, sorry about that, bit noisy. You can see it kind of just there. And I'm going to give it another whiz. 1, 2. There you go. And it just, you can just see it maybe just settling a little. Now it's quite cold because of course we used frozen fruit. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move this back here, and I'm going to put that there. I'm going to grab that. The reason for that, Lucy, really is just to make the angle so that you can see what's going on a little better. It's no more complicated than that. If I can just get that right. Maybe I need to just... There we go. How about that? So, I take that off. I take off the lid. There are the blades. Just put those to one side and just give them a quick whiz with water so that they don't... And then you can put the lid on. And then you have, Lucy Lou, a ready-to-drink smoothie. What do you think it tastes of? Well, blueberries, obviously, but do you think it tastes nice? Let's see. Oh, Lucy. Oh, that is fantastic. Banana, blueberries, and water, and blend it. And as you can see, I didn't measure anything. You just kind of, when you've made a few, you'll just know what's the right thing, and it looks right, and it was just a bag of frozen fruit. Absolutely, just, Lucy, brilliant. So, if you'd like to make one, then you just need the blender. That's really the main thing. The cup, obviously with the blade, bananas, bag of frozen fruit, any frozen fruit. The next one I'm going to do, I'll do one, I'll see if I can do one tomorrow as well for you, Lucy, okay? It'll be a surprise. So, mwah, I love you, Lucy. Bye-bye, Lucy. I love you.